Hey, what's up everyone? It's Bobby. I know it's been a while since I've done a rumors video, and as you guys can tell by the title, today I'm going to be giving you guys my rumors and predictions video for the upcoming October 20th Back to Mac event from Apple. Now, for those of you who don't know, every year Apple usually refreshes their laptop line around October, just in time for the holiday season. And today I'm going to be giving you guys kind of a recap of all the rumors and all the predictions that I have for what we're going to see this October 20th, 2010. So let's get right into it. Alright, so the first thing I want to go over is just the picture that it was included with the invitation. Now, as you guys can see right here on the screen, and I'm probably going to put a picture up with it just so you guys can see better, Apple has sent out an invitation to the press, and on this invitation, it's called the Back to Mac event, which obviously means we're going to see a lot of updates with the Mac. And then along with this little Apple logo, it's kind of tilted to the side, and you can see right through that there is a lion behind there. Now, what this means, no one knows for sure, but it's very, very likely that this is an indicator that we're going to see a preview of Apple's newest version of their operating system, Mac OS 10.7 or Mac OS 11. Probably 10.7, though. I don't see why they would jump to 11 unless it's totally revolutionary. But basically, Apple's trend, for those of you who don't know, has been that they name their operating systems after some sort of big cat. Now, the last three have been tiger, leopard, and then snow leopard. And because of this invitation, everyone thinks that the next one is going to be called lion or some variation of that, but most likely lion. So that's what the invitation has been implying, and I'm going to talk about what I think we're going to see in OS 11 or OS 10.7 in a minute. Now, getting back to the part where I was talking about it, the Back to Mac event. Obviously, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a refresh of Apple's laptops. We haven't seen a refresh of them in a really long time, and because it says Back to Mac, and based on what has been updated recently, we're definitely going to see updates to the laptop. So we're not going to see an update to the Mac Pro. They just introduced the, I believe, 12-core Mac Pro. So that's out of the question. The iMac, they just updated the iMac a couple months ago. I think it was during the summer. I don't think we're going to see another refresh of that. And then the Mac Mini, they're not going to update most likely because they just totally redesigned the hardware for that. So all three of those are out of the way, so that leaves the laptop line. Now, the number one laptop that needs to be refreshed, and people have been talking about it being refreshed, is the MacBook Air. The MacBook Air has been the exact same for a year. It seems like years now. I mean, when it first came out, it was the thinnest laptop on earth. Definitely not the case anymore. And there are a lot of rumors talking about this new MacBook Air. Now, basically, just to kind of sum up all the MacBook Air rumors without getting too technical with you guys, is it's going to be a lot thinner. It's probably going to have an 11.6-inch screen versus the current 13.3. I feel like we're going to see an IPS display. We're going to see it updated to kind of fit with the current MacBook design with the glass bezel. This is one of the biggest rumors that we've been hearing about. It's going to have a totally different type of memory. This memory is going to be it's not going to be SSD, or it might be SSD, but it's not going to be the conventional hard drive that slips in. It's not going to be a normal hard drive, and it's not going to be the normal SSD. It's going to be some different type of hard drive storage that Apple's developed that is extremely fast and is programmed to work specifically with the Mac so that it can be even thinner, making the MacBook Air really, really thin, and making boot up time basically instant, and also bringing the cost down too because of Apple's designing. It's going to bring the cost down of the MacBook Air, which is definitely welcome to most people. So those are the basic rumors with the MacBook Air. Now, the other computers that I think we're going to see refreshed are the normal MacBook Pros, all of the different MacBook Pros. I don't think we're going to see anything too huge with the MacBook Pros. I just feel like we're going to see some minor spec boosts, speed increases, maybe new graphics. I don't know. Just the normal updates that you would expect to see. I don't think we're going to see anything too crazy. Maybe they'll make it a little thinner. Maybe they'll add some new type of port. Maybe USB 3.0 support. That'd be really neat if they included that. We don't really know. There hasn't been any really predominant rumors about that. It's not really too exciting to me considering I'm not getting a MacBook Pro anytime soon. But I'm just letting you guys know what's been floating around. Also, going back to the MacBook Air, there's also been rumors of that getting bumped up in using the Core i3 instead of the Intel Core 2 Duo, which is pretty outdated, and there's been Intel Core 2 Duos in Macs for years now, and I think it's kind of time to shift over to the i3, i5s, and i7s. So I think we're going to see an i3 across the line in all Apple computers after this event as the baseline. Now, that's basically what I think we're going to see with Macs. I don't think we're going to see this touchscreen iMac that has been rumored. I don't think we're going to see anything, whole new class of products. We might see an update to the white plastic MacBook. Probably not. I'm not sure. If they do update it, then that is great. But again, I mean, there's nothing really too exciting in that genre. The only thing that's really exciting is the new MacBook Air. I'm excited to see what Apple does with that. So on to the next part, which is the software. Now, as far as software goes, because of the invitation that Apple sent out, I definitely think we're going to see a software preview of Mac OS 10.7. Now, this is, like I said earlier, going to be slated to call Lion. Unfortunately, because it is going to be so new and so crazy, I don't think we're going to see it being released anytime soon. Apple did preview Leopard like a year before they actually released it, so I think it's going to be something similar. They'll probably introduce it now, and maybe like summer of 2011 it'll be released or something like that. We won't see it for definitely like probably close to a year, but it is going to be really neat to see what they have been working on. I am really excited. This is actually the most exciting thing about the event to me, because I really don't know what else they could do. I mean, maybe I'm just being a Mac fanboy by saying that, but there's nothing really that bugs me about OS 10 that I really want better, and the fact that that's the case means that, and I'm sure that's the case for a lot of people, maybe not for some people, but at least for me and a lot of people that I know, Apple's really going to be innovating and kind of pushing the boundaries and doing what they do best, which is basically telling us what we want instead of showing us. So I'm excited to see what Apple does with that. Some couple things that crossed my mind when I was thinking about what I would want in OS 10 versus what it is right now is FaceTime support for iChat. I think we're definitely going to see FaceTime support in iChat, which will be really neat, because then you'll be able to call your iPhone 4, call your son's iPhone 4, whatever the case may be, just kind of adding FaceTime across the board. And another thing that I've heard people throw around is that there's going to be FaceTime support for Windows. So if you have the appropriate driver, you download the iChat application, which they might make a version for Windows, you'll be able to FaceTime with people who have FaceTime compatible devices, which would be really neat and would really increase the usership of FaceTime. And I think that'd be pretty neat. So that's what I think we're going to see. As for OS 10.7, I think we're going to see some minor UI changes. Maybe the dock will look different. Maybe I really can't tell you. I mean, I've thought about it, and I really don't know what they would do. So I'm excited to see what Apple's going to show us. Another thing that actually I heard thrown around. Sorry, I'm just bouncing around for you guys. Another thing that I heard thrown around was that there's going to be iOS built into OS 10.7. And I do definitely think this is going to happen, because we all know that touch is going to be the future, and touch is going to be how we're going to be interacting with things. And I feel like Apple's probably going to build little traces of iOS into their computer line into 10.7, so that later down in the future 10.7 will be compatible once we start going touch, and once we start seeing touchscreen Macs and touchscreen iMacs like we've been hearing rumors about. We all know it's coming, and Apple's trying to prepare for the future, so I feel like they're rewriting OS 10 so that it has iOS built into it from the ground up, so that would be really nice. Now, the last bit of software that I'm going to talk to you guys about is Ilife 11. Now, we haven't seen an update to Ilife in a while, and it definitely is overdue. And I feel like this is definitely one of the perfect times for Apple to showcase this. In Ilife 11, we're definitely going to see updates to all the Ilife applications, iMovie, iPhoto, just different things that we haven't seen before, and just kind of make them all more compatible, easier to use, add more features, just basic updates. And then there's also been rumors of a secret application or a mystery application that no one really knows that's going to be introduced with this version of Ilife. And what people have been speculating it's going to be is an app builder. This new application will be a really easy way for consumers to build their own iOS applications and possibly submit them to the App Store so that everyone can make applications, really, really skyrocketing Apple's App Store, which would be really, really neat. I'd be really interested in that. I think that'd be awesome to be able to make your own apps without having to code and do all of that complicated stuff. They probably wouldn't be that great, depending on how Apple does it. I'm really interested to see what this mystery application is. If you guys have any thoughts on what you think it is or how do you think they're going to do it, leave a comment down below. I really want to hear what you guys have to say because this is something that's really interesting to me. And that's basically it. I mean, I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. I will most likely do a recap video. School is pretty hectic lately, so don't count on it. But if it's interesting and if we see anything really amazing, I'll probably do a recap video. I just wanted to get this up because I haven't done a rumors video in a really long time, and a lot of people have been wanting them. So that's basically it. If I missed anything, leave a comment down below. Leave me your predictions of what you think is going to happen. If you want to make a video response to this, please do. I really would like to see it. And that's about it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see every single one of you guys next time. Peace.